Okay, today is April the 1st, and I need, since it's the new quarter, I need 10 trades of significant size for the upkeep of the professional account, CFD professional account. So I'm gonna trade a personal account, started yesterday, and started out bad, very bad, but then recovered for a 350-ish dollar profit for the day. So today I'm gonna take it slow, just a few base hits, trading the DAX. And in the pre-market, actually the Frankfurt session started off very strong, moved about 200 points, and now I'm expecting some sort of correction, just some profit taking. I'm not gonna be surprised if we retrace half of this move, so about here, 23,200. Of course it can continue to rip, we'll see about that. So far consolidating here. I'm expecting that we push up, get a rejection, and then continue lower. So 2 minutes, let's see what happens. And in the meanwhile, we have gone down significantly. So about 14% from the top, from the all-time highs, and now retraced within a week at 6%. At this level we should get some retracement. Currently it's looking like a strong continuation, but I think we shouldn't get ahead of ourselves that this is gonna correct all the way immediately. Why is my... oh. Stochastic, please. So yeah, about this level I'm expecting some sort of a retracement, perhaps even targeting here. So about 1% correction, 200 points, and we have an opening here, pushing up nicely. So I think I'm gonna wait for a divergence in the stochastic on the lower time frames, for example like here. We are currently making higher highs and we're not making higher highs on the stochastic. So a good sign that a correction can be coming. 3 minute as well, 1 minute as well. And so let's see how that goes. I'm currently using a custom indicator I made. I'm still testing. I'm gonna probably share it for free once I upload it. Okay, so a strong open, new highs new highs on the day. And let's see if we can hold this. Starting to diverge a bit. We could see a sell-off in the next few minutes. Okay, so we had the divergence retest, and now we can continue lower, I think. Wait, this level is not right. Let's get some music.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us.
I'm not too quick to take a sell here because we're still in a very strong bullish recovery. So I don't have a good track record of taking reversals.
Till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go.
So now that we've made a correction, 40 points into oversold. I'm waiting for the stochastic to come up of oversold, then get two consecutive candles, range bars that are not really overlapping. They're strong like this, for example, making at least a 20-point move to the downside, and then I can execute. So if we break this low again, I may sell. But currently still holding the moving averages, so I'm not really convinced I should execute here. This could be bought off very quick. So there is our signal. About a 25-point stop. Looking for a quick 1-to-1 or maybe 1-to-2. Up to the lows, down to the lows, I mean. We do have these highs here, which can be support. So I'm basically selling into support, which is not ideal. I think I can add here. Just waiting for this to close. Okay, we might get a lower low with divergence and continuation higher. So yeah, closed out of the position. Let's get the levels down first. I haven't updated those in a while. This is just the all-time high, didn't change the note. This is the current low. Previous week low. So about here. Previous week high, already broken. Previous day low. So again, somewhere here. I don't want them to overlap. And the previous day high about, wait, PDL actually here. There it is. What a fake out. I almost bought this. So yeah, we can sell now. Looks like we're getting a continuation. So my expectation is still to retrace 50% at least of this. So 130, 100 points maybe. I'm gonna put it for 80 for now. So yeah, very beautiful divergence. Could lead to a big correction now. I think we should first get past the previous week high, which we broke here, retested and moved up. However, this could be a false breakout and we can have a large move down. I'm gonna add soon once we get the signal. Putting the stop down for $100 of profit, 90 points, which is 1 to 6 R. Once I get another signal to continue selling, I'm gonna move to break even. But by the looks of this, I may not get it. We may just push violently to the downside. That would be ideal. And even more ideal would be to get these 200 points. A bit of a lower low with divergence. doesn't look very strong. I think it shouldn't hold.
Here we go.
Moving to break even. There we go, we get another sell. Damn, I'm a bit late. And there we have that previous week high. Gonna close it here. I don't want to risk the market just pushing up. Gonna wait for the next signal. So yeah, that was about 1 to 3. Also, the goal is to get $500 of profit, and then I'm gonna move those into a FTMO challenge. Now the question is this gonna hold? I think we're gonna break below it, retest, and then continue lower.
Invincible.
Okay, now we're below the lows. This either sells very violently to the downside, or we continue keeping this trend line and just completely retrace. We're not getting any strong pullbacks, just capitulation to the upside. Now we're retracing. So yeah, would have been nice to trail the position, but I didn't want to take a risk with the previous week high reacting. But yeah, pretty decent move to the upside. But unfortunately, I think we're not in the clear yet. I'm still expecting a push up to the mid 23s. So about a 1% move from this point. So a very possible next target is the previous day high and the Asia low from today. So we basically have around 150 to 200 points target to the downside. Currently looks like this is very probable. Okay, so break and retest of the previous week high. It would be very crazy if we get to the previous week low again. Slight retracement, I guess retesting the level again. Now that we've come off overbought, waiting for 2 consecutive range bars. On the flip side, we do have a lower low with divergence, so that could lead to a bigger correction. But I don't think this is gonna happen. We are below the lows here, the immediate lows, sort of retesting them and also below the moving average. So if we break to the downside, I think this is gonna be a continuation trade to the downside. Waiting patiently now. That is actually looking good to the upside for a second. Let's see how it plays out. We are, after all, in a correction. Overall, very strong. But I think we are a bit extended to the upside. And given the history of the DAX, this Frankfurt push, then EU Open flushes that, corrects, flushes again, could be possible. So we had the diverging highs, sold out for a 0.5%, 120 points. Now let's see what happens. Perhaps if we come back to the 60%, to the 50% of that retracement, about 60 points, about here, above the highs. This could be a very good sell. Of course, I can be wrong and the market can just continue on pushing. We're not too far away from the bigger trend line, so I guess higher time frame, macro mentality. I kind of wish this fails the previous week high and continues lower, especially after this, with divergence coming back to previous low and continuing lower. So yeah, so far no signal either to the upside or the downside.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love.
The fact that we're not very fast in continuing to the upside, just grinding, tells me that this is most likely gonna be a continuation to the downside. And I think we have it. We have a higher high with divergence. So I think this is gonna be the sell. I have to remember that I'm selling into all of this, so I gotta be patient and get a good confirmation and then act on it. So far it's looking like we may hold and push, because this looks like a very good retest.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Come to think of it, this may have been one of the better entry points for continuing the upside move, but I wasn't viewing the market like this, so unfortunately this was missed, but it could have been a good 1 to 2 or even more, considering the upper end target is at 160, so about a 1 to 8 maybe. But let's see. If this is a good bullish move, there's gonna be plenty of chances to get in. I hope. It can always just bust up. So we've come to the 50% of this. These lows may be resistive. Or especially this part, the daily high.
Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am confused.
Now that we've reclaimed the moving average and we're into overbought, I'm waiting for the stochastic to go below 80, and once we then see continuation up, then I'm gonna buy. So yeah, looks like we're not really interested in continuing to sell. Looks like we could be targeting the daily high. So let's see what the reaction is here. Bit of a divergence, but that's normal. We just gotta see where the momentum is, because this last move, 100 points, not really. I mean, there is momentum, but it's not the rapid explosive one like we are currently seeing to the downside. So yeah, very possible that we see more acceleration to the downside. I'm looking at this in the following way. We've had a big push, we've had the divergence, now we are retesting the divergence, and this means we shouldn't break the highs. So at this point, if we get a reversal, meaning going down, this is gonna be considered an ABC correction. And for an equal measure move, that would be 127. So this is our target, 23,200. So yeah, we've broken this trend line. Let's see if we get a retest and continuation lower. I'm just gonna front run this a bit. On the flip side, we've hit overbought, we've corrected from that, and if we continue keeping this, then this could be considered continuation to the upside. Yeah, so I'm buying here. Targets are up into the daily highs. So that would be about 1 to 2 risk to reward.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't see
Somehow that doesn't look very likely.
it's true. Baby, let the light shine through.
I'm sort of used to the DAX just ranging, especially in the first hour. So it's not gonna be a surprise for me if we drift back to the downside. Even though we're looking very bullish. Yeah, we're sort of keeping here. So either we see the momentum now, or it's gonna be a fail and more likely continuing lower. Yeah, I'm not seeing the upside on this.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Yeah, not looking good. Yeah, closing. No momentum at all, no strength. So we're either gonna continue chopping or we're gonna continue lower, like I initially thought. Closed for half the loss, basically. Reversing the 30-minute. 60 points so far. So yeah, that's a very big give. So that makes it really possible to reach the 50% of this move or even retrace the entire thing. So about 30-40 points until 120 and even more. Judging by this momentum, it could be a lot. And there we have it. We're now down to the 50. Very, very beautiful move. Unfortunately, I couldn't catch it. I guess if I started selling here, it would have been nice. 1 to 2. But it didn't have my setup. Okay, I'm gonna take a break here, wait for the hourly candle to close and see where we go from there.